Okay, so one last thing we want to look at in the copycat that I didn't mention before, and that is this checkpoint technique. All right, suppose that you've got yourself another shot of this girl, all right, in a different shot, needing the same thing. You need to put the scar in, okay? So we've done all these scars in here, all right? We got our data set right here, just like we did with any other thing. Now, when you come to the copycat node, instead of starting from scratch and maybe putting this at 60 large, by default it's like this. So instead of going, oh, 60 large worked great on the other shot, instead of doing that, because again, this takes a long time to process, what you can do is take that 60 large from that other shot as initial weights, or saying, hey, this is what I want you to look at. Okay, so you go find that 60 large and pull it in. So it's right around here, 60 large. All right, so it's 60 cat, 60,000 cat. Open it up, and it automatically knows that that used large setup. Okay, and then this can actually go back down to the default of 10,000, and it'll actually use part of this as its information to calculate. Now, what you could do to help it even calculate more is you could bump this up to, let's say, 40. All right, and that, in addition to the calculation of this, would help you solve. All right, so that's what this checkpoint is for. It's to use other solves or other weights that someone's created, whether it be yourself or someone else that's created a whole different style. There are actually things online that where people have solved, let's say, a black and white or a painterly look or what have you, bunch of different kinds of solves, and you place that in there and it'll solve it as if it's using that setup. So if someone solved it to make something look painterly, then when you put your inference in and you push it through here, this would look painterly. So again, it really depends on what that initial solve was, that cat file you're pulling from. Okay, so that's what this checkpoint is for, is to either add to what you already have, so you don't have to do a 7 or 8 hour solve, or to do a totally different artistic look. That, unfortunately, I've never come across in a real world practicality, but I've seen tutorials and examples online on Foundry's website. So yeah, that's what the checkpoint is. So let's go ahead and move on to the human matting information.